different options when it comes to dressing your windows, but you don't have to be overwhelmed. TAM Stone with TAM Stone Interiors is here with some insider tips so you can put together the perfect window treatment for your home. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And you know what? This is something that I think a lot of people struggle with. I know I struggled with this when I moved into my new house, window coverings.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal, privacy.
It is a big deal. And honestly, when you walk into a room without window coverings, no matter how beautiful the furnishings are, it will look incomplete at some level. You might not be able to discern what it is, but it will look incomplete.
Well, and I learned you can add so much to a room by adding those window coverings with different designs and textures and things like that.
Absolutely.
I had no idea. So you're going to kind of walk us through a little bit?
Yeah, the first thing we're going to start with when you look at your window treatments is your form and your function. So what are you trying to achieve? Do you have large windows that you're trying to control the light? Are you just doing something pretty? Are you trying to enhance the view? And I have some examples here. We have some window treatments that we'll kind of look through.
Okay.
The first one is actually an image from Minuet Hardy Interiors in Atlanta, Georgia. And obviously in this view here, we're enhancing the exterior view. We don't want to cover it up. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And so what we've done here is the first layer is tinting your windows. So if you have large windows, you want to think about tinting those so that you can control the light and not destroy your furnishings without having window coverings.
Okay.
And then what she also has in there are some translucent blinds that actually reflect the light but don't obstruct your view when you're looking out. We've seen them in commercial settings for years, but now we're seeing them in residential, and that's really a great look. A one layer, tinting, and then a first layer of window treatment. So you want to keep the view as your focal point.
And something like that's not going to give you much privacy, but you don't need privacy because you have that view.
Right. And out there, there's nobody. If they're walking around there, they shouldn't be.
Exactly. They'll get caught.
Right. And then in our next image here, what we have is we have two layers of window treatments.
Okay.
And one is going to be your blinds, which are your Roman shades or your shutters or your mini blinds or whatever that might be. And it usually covers just the interior of your window. Those are for functioning light control or privacy, whether it's a bedroom or something like that.
Okay.
And you'll notice in both of these images we have drapery panels on the side. In the Jessica Duray Interiors one on the left, you'll notice that she used a printed fabric, so it draws more attention to that drapery.
Sure.
And then on the Toby Fairley and Associates one, it's almost designed to just create that luxurious look, but kind of recess into the walls and not be a focal point, and allow that alcove to be the focal point, but complete the whole view.
Okay. And we have a third picture.
We do, and this one is also from Toby Fairley and Associates, and this one uses all of the layers on your windows. So what you can see there is she has the blinds in the background for light control in this dining room, and then she also has her full-length draperies, but then has added a cornice to the top of it.
Okay.
And when you look at selecting your fabrics, and we'll look at some fabrics here in a minute, she's chosen something that stands out. But if those draperies had been done in a black or charcoal color, they would have really changed the entire look of the room.
Right. Now, real quick, let's talk about fabric choices.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got some things here from Cravat, and I always encourage people when they're doing windows themselves to look at the weight of the fabrics, because there are fabrics that are light enough for window treatments, and these are what you want to do. You don't want to do
something super heavy.
These big, heavy upholstery fabrics. Some of them can be beautiful. I mean, like this one right here, this is too heavy, and you have to be careful when you mount your draperies that they don't pull out of the wall. But by the time you add a lining and possibly an inner lining to them,
it's heavy.
It's too heavy.
Yes.
So look and see. These books here actually say drapery fabric and upholstery fabric on them. A lot of times fabrics will be marked with what their appropriate use are.
Wonderful. Tam, thank you so much this morning. We'll be back with Tam a little later in the show for some do's and don'ts for designing window treatments. There should be some aha moments, we think.
Yeah.
Alexis.
You know what?